I think one of the in this video I'm going to show you some things about these methods that modify strings and search strings, uh, and I want to show you what was most useful when I was trying to do the word calculator. And so I'll show you how to use some of this stuff. Um, so let's start. I feel like the first thing that's like super useful is replace, and this is kind of misleading because you can do a little bit more than this. Because it seems here that you're just replacing a single character with another character, but you can actually replace substrings. So let's look at replace. Oh, wait a minute. I said substring. You know what? Let's look at substring first. So, um, actually, yeah, replace. Let's look at replace. So here I have this sentence in sentence, and suppose I want to replace parts, whole parts with things. So I'm gonna replace stuff with a capital. So if I wanted to replace every instance of I am with something, I can replace it with, I don't know, I'm just gonna do capital H's. Then let's see what happens. Does that make sense? There we go. Oh, and I should print it out. So system dot out dot print line, and I'm gonna print new sentence and see what I get. Again. So right now, inside sentence, it says, "Hello, I am alive still," and I created a new sentence that doesn't have I am in it. It has just a bunch of H's. So this should print out with just H's. Compile, close, and let's see. Hello, H alive still. So that's how you use replace. You can replace things, and then you can also store that in a new string, and it just knows the size. So like you don't have to. I mean, I guess it's not an array, so you don't have to specify the size of a string anyway. But it just knows to put it in there with that instead of that. So that's how you use replace. And then let's see substring. This actually, you can have a start index and an end index. If you don't put in the end index, it just goes all the way to the end of your string that you're using here. So here is supposed to, it returns a substring from a given value. So I'm going to try and make it say, well, let's see. What am I talking about here? I'm talking about substring. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print out a substring from this sentence. I'm going to print out I am alive. So I'll figure out the indices for that, and then I'll use substring. So we'll say sentence dot substring, and then my start index. Okay, so in my string I have H, so that's 0, 1, 2. I'm counting the positions of these letters. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe I'll start it at 7, and if it's not right, I'll change it. And then it goes all the way, so 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So you can tell it to end as well. So now I'll get rid of this, and I should be printing out some substring that says I am alive instead of the whole entire thing. So let's see if that works. I am alive. So I think you have to go one more. Let's recount it and see how it's actually working. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So maybe it stops before it does 16, so let's do 17. And then that should work out. I am alive. So that those two things I think are the most useful for the word calculator. And as I was doing stuff, I noticed something that I'm going to mention right now. Yeah, those I use the most. I realized that the subtraction and the division are the same thing. They do the same thing. They ask you to do the same thing. So don't worry about that. So that was kind of silly. What hints can I give? I used those for the tacos and obos. I accepted all of this as one string, and then I made 2 different strings for each one of these words, and I somehow got those to save as separate strings. And then I didn't store this as a new string. I just printed it out, and I used a loop. So maybe that's some kind of hint that you can use. If you want to store it, you can try and store it. But it's super fast just to print out stuff. And I kind of made 2 loops in case the other word was longer, so it knows what to do. But yeah, I didn't store this in a new string. I just printed it out because that's all it requires. So there you go. Hopefully that's a little bit helpful. The replace is super nice. It makes this super easy. I did it without replace as well, but once I figured out that you can replace substrings, it made it super easy. So that's it. I'm gonna be done now. Adios.